Interested in a contemporary farm-style home in Waterfall Country Estate? Welcome, this is Xavier with Luxury Homes Johannesburg. Today we are with Francois from FM Architects International, as well as Natasha from FM Interiors, who are going to take us on a tour of this stunning home. Guys, enjoy.
Thank you very much, Xavier. So as we stand in front of the residence here, we have a very open style residence that we have planned here with a very inviting entrance. As you can see, the entrance is very wide and open, and we have accentuated the volume within the entrance hall to become a 1.5 volume, where you get selected views looking up to the landing on the first floor. And as one enters the residence, your view is then focused onto the green belt, which is on the outside of the yard. And we have created a very beautiful open plan feel as you enter in the residence, with very inviting windows looking out into the garden and also onto the water features. Within the entrance hall, we have accentuated the double volume that we have got into this area here. You can see that this landing that we've created at the top almost forms a bridge. In the entrance here, we have actually split the residence into two sections of planning. We've got our formal area, where on the left-hand side, we have split the residence into your more entertainment and family style living areas.
We've also decided to introduce a feature here to kind of speak that same language. So on your right-hand side, you have a feature cabinet, which is balanced symmetrically on your left-hand side to mimic this as well.
So moving through the residence on this side, we have actually followed the stairs in the same curve as what we have done in the entrance hall. So the curved glass staircase, which is flanked by the stairs, actually accentuates a curve that actually runs right through the residence, which we have utilized also for the stairs coming down into the living area.
As you can see, we've used a large format marble tile and accentuated with the feature black tiling on the outer edge as well, which complements the darker features of the home as well. And glass balustrading, which also doesn't obstruct your view to the outer side of the residence, blurring the lines between the inside and the outside.
Moving down this area towards your living and entertainment side, we have got a feature fireplace that we've positioned in the center here, which actually provides heat to both sides of the living spaces here. Natasha, you can just talk a bit more about the colors and things that we've accentuated on the client's brief.
So our client's brief was to keep it super lively, colorful and cozy, homey at the same time. So you can see we have incorporated a lot of color. For example, on this feature wall, yellow, to keep it happy, homey and friendly, and turn that into a feature which we've incorporated throughout the entire residence, bringing that playful pop of color here and there as well.
What we've also done in the residence is when we've transitioned the stairs coming down, we've kept the ceiling height at the same level, so it creates a very nice voluminous feel in this area. And you can see how nice and open and integrated the planning is within this area, where we've utilized a kitchen which has got a central island configuration with multiple levels of areas, where one considered a higher area almost as a breakfast nook, and the lower area that we've introduced that is more your casual dining area if one does not want to be utilizing the dining room for that effect.
In this kitchen, we've introduced a feature pendant light which hangs directly above your informal seating area. It then is accompanied with a LED strip light which is fitted underneath your marble. In the lounge, we have integrated quite a bit of the client's existing furniture, some which has been reupholstered in this instance, introduced that play on color which was included in the interior design brief, as well as your custom TV unit, which brings in that warmth, that sophistication, and is married to the design of the kitchen as well. The space is open plan, so it invites those in the kitchen to be involved in your family room as well, and moving forward into your scullery.
So the scullery is connected to the kitchen via the door that goes to that area with your laundry and everything in that section, so it can easily be shut down or closed up from here. and you also have a pantry which is situated on your left-hand side.
So this kitchen includes many integrated appliances such as your Miele top-of-the-range eye-level microwave, coffee machine and oven. Moving over to my left, we have this beautiful integrated wine cellar, perfect for an entertainment environment, especially when serving guests in your beautiful open plan area.
So the one thing that we love to do with all of our various residences, obviously blurring the boundary of the inside to the outside. So in this area specifically, you can see how we've done that again. So the area, it's very open from your kitchen to entertain towards the outside. We've got a beautiful patio area here that can be utilized for casual dining and outside dining. And also from the family room, the space flows and integrates from here. And as you can just see on this side here, we've got your dining room that also opens up on this area. Even though the dining room is a more formal type planning, it also integrates with this space. So as one moves into the covered patio, you can see how the two flanking wings of the residence was planned. The angles of the wings are actually not parallel to each other. We've utilized the shape of the stand actually to encourage that design, and by creating a very open feel to the atrium that we positioned with the water features, and you may be able to hear the sound of the water feature as it filters through this space, and we have used that in order to create a very tranquil atmosphere and feel where it would then drown out any of your vehicles or traffic sound or anything like that. Along with the covered patio around the side here, we've integrated a beautiful serving area with your braai area and also any utilities that we need on this side.
Some of these materials specifically for the countertop and prep area are outdoor friendly and are made, for full sun and all weather essentially. So the materials are protected although it is undercovered.
Just the flow of the spaces in this area here. We've also got your lounge area that integrates to the outside here if one needed to flow from the in to the outside. And we've also got your entertainment area here where we've got a small gym area with a steam room in this area and also a jacuzzi. So the integration of the spaces in this area, there are some stairs that go up to our lounge area that actually flows to the outside here. So you get a very nice connection of spaces together in this area, which we've done with floating stairs that go up to the top with LED lighting that we've presented below them. And there's a beautiful flow of space and air through this area going towards the atrium and the water feature that we have done in this area. From here you can also see a beautiful view of the staircase through this area. The staircase, having been tucked on the inside of the residence, is not visible to the streets or from any of the outside areas, and it creates a beautiful feature looking from the outside in and also from the inside out. What one can also see on this side here is we've separated the gym, a bathroom, a steam room and a jacuzzi area here that can actually be utilized when one entertains on the patio with your jacuzzi, as this particular residence does not have a swimming pool. So by not having the swimming pool, it still allows you to entertain your guests here. The spaces still integrate beautifully here. One has beautiful views on the garden from both your lounge and the entertainment areas, as well as the patio. And with the flaring shape of the residence, it really opens the residence very much to the outside, and it creates a very nice flow of space to the inside and outside, even though we have a reasonable slope on the stand and we've had to introduce stairs in order to get close to the ground level, so that there's a nice flow of space from your patio onto your garden, as you don't want to separate the spaces from each other.
Moving into this area, this is your formal dining room. As you can see, whilst we're in this area, it might be great in this moment to point out the client's brief was that classical juxtaposed with the modern exterior, modern farmhouse exterior. So you can see through the embellishments in the wallpapers we've introduced then into the furniture throughout. You can even see we've brought in that modern element through the dropped ceiling, recessed and then dropped again, which allows us the perfect opportunity for a beautiful feature light in this area.
So moving back to the lobby area, these are the stairs that we've had to introduce in order to transition the levels from the entrance through to the back garden. And as one moves into the entrance lobby, you get that sense that the space just gets a little bit more compressed. It gives you that more intimate feel as you enter. Although the space is very open, it's very light. There's a beautiful double volume, as we had mentioned before, and the staircase, which is very inviting as one moves up to the top. A very nice wide staircase of about 1.7 meters in width. So you can see it flows very nicely up to the top. It's a very easy staircase transgressing into this top area.
I think the staircase truly builds up that moment where you actually get to see the outdoors and the beautiful views of this house as well. So it creates that crescendo, if I can say.
As you arrive on the landing at the top, I think it's very evident that you can see how this bridge that we've designed actually going towards the bedroom side and the pajama lounge, which we've utilizing as almost a small cinema area. You can see how nice and wide this area is, very inviting and very easy to move across this area.
Moving into the cinema area, we've kept the colors dark so that when you're watching a movie, it actually creates that moody environment. We have incorporated lots of the furniture the clients wanted to use from their previous residence. We've introduced the pop of color that was in their first initial interior design brief. So we're bringing in that color, keeping it nice and moody, but still utilizing all the furniture that they wanted to use within the space.
So this area also has a coffee station that has been introduced into this area, and also doors that can actually close off this pajama lounge, or almost as a cinema area that we've introduced here. It closes it off towards the double volume of your entrance, and it also closes it off towards the bedrooms, which are situated to my right.
So we've kept this area carpeted, which keeps it a little bit cozy, warmer, allows you to walk into the bedroom spaces and keep it cozy.
Moving into the first bedroom here, we've positioned all the bedrooms with the shape of the resident that flares open. You can see how we have designed the rooms so that it actually flows towards the outside with views that are looking over the landscape, as well as the sliding doors that exit to the outside. And actually all the bedrooms of the residents actually flow out onto this common patio, which is on the outside.
A little detail I wanted to point out here is the incorporation of a bedside reading lamp. Really gives you that luxurious hotel feeling. It can be switched off at the actual bedside itself, giving it that luxurious hotel guest bedroom feeling.
Moving towards this area, we've designed a small, almost like a dressing area, moving towards the bathroom, where we've accentuated the bathrooms with beautiful lights behind the mirrors and feature walls in the bathroom that I will show you in the other bathroom. So this bedroom also planned very nice, spacious, open, lots of use of windows in this area. Once again, the sliding door that goes towards the outside, as we mentioned, the patio uniting all the spaces together to the outside, and just a nice, very sunny, bright and open bedroom.
Leading over into your walk-in closet, we have a more private closed system walk-in closet. You can see with the wooden finish, keeps that warmth and brings it incorporated through the rest of the house. Moving on to the ensuite, you can see the beautiful feature tile with your top of the range fittings, as well as your beautiful vanity and circular LED mirror. In this bathroom, we used a feature tile to bring out the wow factor in this bathroom. Although it's still neutral, really stands out, gives a little bit of texture and depth to the actual ensuite.
One other feature of this particular residence, it's something that one wouldn't know actually, but it is built in brick, which is actually completely insulated. And you can hear the difference with the double glazed windows between the open and closed window. And here you get the sense of this water feature that we designed that brings that tranquil atmosphere through the house and actually cools down the environment. There's a small little occasional area that has been designed here by the interior design department, just as a pause area. As you can see, very classical colors, matching the classical furniture.
So in this area, the wallpaper selected as well as the furniture really allows us to return back to that classical moment.
The client has quite a bit of antique furniture, which we've tried to match within the modern feel of the residence. And as you can see with the colors that we've chosen, the colors all blend together so that they create emphasis, but within a very nice, warm feel of the design of the residence. Coming into the main bedroom area here, beautiful, spacious main bedroom, once again connecting to the outside with that patio which we had discussed a little bit earlier. You can see beautiful views looking out onto the landscape and into your garden area, with a small occasional lounge area in this main bedroom, looking out onto your television, etc.
You can see in this area that we have recessed the ceiling, which gives you a bit of height. We've done it with an LED, which gives you a lot of atmosphere, wallpaper, which is vertical and actually brings height to the actual room, bringing in that playful color as well. And yeah, this is the master suite.
In the master suite, we've also introduced a coffee station with a fridge, a small prep bowl, a microwave, and all the utensils that you need in order just to be able to get yourself something here at night if you want, with a very nice flow with cavity sliding glass doors that go into the walls so that one can close off your bathroom area, and a beautiful, spacious dressing room area with a central island configuration.
In this area, we've dropped the ceiling to keep it feeling intimate and luxurious, which gives us the perfect opportunity, I always like to say, for a wow moment. So we've dropped some pendants in the center, which really gives you that luxurious, glamorous, sophisticated, classic look.
Moving through to our main bathroom, nice spacious main bathroom with glass doors that are frosted on the lower half of the bathroom, giving one a certain amount of privacy within this space, but a very hotel-like feel in here with the glass and the openness. And then we've designed your vanity area on the left-hand side with two matching mirrors, and on the right-hand side there's actually your makeup and dressing area where one can then sit and do your makeup. Both of them with LED lighting, which we've introduced behind the mirrors, and it creates quite a bit of light in just the areas that you need to. There's a nice warm element and feel inside the bathrooms, and the flow towards the dressing area is nice and open, although one has privacy and each space is identified within itself.
I think something to note here is the beautiful feature marble that you see cladded behind the bath. You see it as you walk through these double doors, therefore being the main feature of the bathroom and ensuite.
Heading towards the bottom of the residence again, once again just passing through this area, one can see from here the atrium is a very central and integrated feature within the residence. All the patios and passages are all connected via the central feature with the water feature that is in here. So there are so many different spaces that actually utilizes this area as a central pivoting point.
A beautiful feature I'd like to just chat about here is this light channel, which really elongates the space but turns it into a feature. So we've turned a passageway essentially into something that stands out and has been designed. So every corner of this house has been thought out. Every corner has been designed.
Moving down this grand staircase to the bottom, once again, you just get that sense of openness, that the lights that we've introduced that actually follows the line of the staircase to the bottom, and creates a very nice organic flow to the space. So the staircase is very inviting from all sides. It mainly joins with your living and family area because that's the side that one would move from most commonly.
On my left, we have the guest bathroom with the beautiful vanity design, LED backlit mirror, as well as your feature wallpaper and feature marble tiling.
So this is the point where we've kind of separated your entertainment and your more private side from each other, where your more formal area is on the right-hand side of the residence. We have a couple owning the residence that are professionals, and we have actually designed a study for each one of them, where the husband has his study on the right-hand side with views onto the driveway area, and a stunningly fitted area just which is made custom for him. And the wife has got her own area on the left-hand side here, the two studies next to each other off of the formal entrance level, where one can then move to your more private and more quiet areas. And then also introducing the guest room off of this area, more quiet, more formal, and your guests can then be in this area where they can be separated from the rest and entertainment side of the residence, but also still have a feel of the entrance and also being part of this.
Once again, we've introduced the bedside reader, which gives it that luxurious feel. The switch is next to the bedside, which enables one to turn off the lights whilst in bed. We've then introduced the light cove once again, which brings a little bit of an atmosphere to the guest bedroom with the LEDs on either side for, as I like to call it, ambiance.
As you can see in this space, also the integration of the air conditioning system that we've centered onto that bulkhead, so that it doesn't become pronounced in the space, but it is functional and effective. Once again, the small dressing area leading to your bathroom that makes the bathroom very nice and private, and the LED lighting that we've introduced behind the mirrors as a feature throughout the residence and throughout every bathroom, which creates quite a very nice modern open feel to that bathroom.
Moving over to your formal lounge area, we almost have a feature area where we have highlighted with feature paneling, up-down wall lights and artwork we had reframed that belonged to the clients, therefore keeping the colors muted and neutral, walking into more of a formal space. So we want to create that atmosphere of the formalities of this area itself. Here we are in your formal lounge, which we have a beautiful recessed and dropped ceiling. You can see the integrated aircon system. We've once again brought in that classic feel through the wallpapers as well as the client's furniture they had from the existing space. You can see we've actually introduced their artwork, had them reframed and pulled on the natural elements, as you can see through the scatter cushions, the decor, really setting the tone and mood for this beautiful space.
From this area, you can also feel how nice and open, even though the space is very formal and in a very formal positioned area, with the passage that emphasizes actually the root and the accent to this particular area. You can see how nice and open the space is leading towards the outside, how it is visually separated by the stairs from your covered patio area, although the spaces visually integrate to the outside here, and you get that very spacious and open feel. In summary, as we move towards the outside, I think the angles that we are getting of the residence now, one can see how the house has been flared open, to really emphasize one's views towards the north and the green area that lies just beyond the fence. And with the modern feel that we've created with the residence, we have still managed to keep that farmhouse feel in the residence, trying to integrate the client's more classically styled furniture onto quite a modern residence visually, and also with the LED light strips that we've introduced on the front and the side of the house. It creates beautiful features at night, for people looking back at the residence from various angles.
Francois, Natasa, what an amazing property. Any questions you have, make sure to reach out. Contact details will be below this video. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. and have an awesome afternoon.